Hey everyone, I'm Tsunami. Welcome to my new video. Today we will paint the cover from this little sketchbook. It will be a present for a friend of mine. A while ago I ordered this pack of sketchbooks for exactly this reason. I already created a few of them years ago, also as presents for friends. And because I'm invited to a birthday this week, I recovered them again. You can get them also in ring-bound, bigger sizes, all in these packs. I think I got them from Amazon years ago. I try to find them again for you and link them in my description. I think this is a very personal present for somebody who loves to draw or who like little notebooks and stuff like that. I will use my Mijello Gouache today. On the same book, I already tested how this works with the gouache on the cover, and because my friend who will get this is also an artist, I checked out all the medias on the paper. My favorites on this thin, very smooth paper are alcohol markers, which blend very well on here. Colored pencils and other dry medias like crayons work perfect. And also black fine liners like microns work very well. Or water-soluble medias I would not recommend. Watercolor is not very good on here. That's why I tried out the watercolor ground from Daniel Smith on this page, and now it works a bit better, but I would not recommend using watercolors on this paper. However, let's start with the cover. I'm sketching my idea down with a Prismacolor Colorase pencil. I thought about a girl and a little spirit in a frame of fern. This could look very nice. Then I'm coloring in all the parts of the picture. I choose gouache because it's an opaque medium and I wanted to go on top with colored pencils later. But what I've not thought about is that gouache reactivates if water gets on it, and it's not so good for a book cover, perhaps. I should have used acrylic gouache, but this is how it is right now. And on this point in the time, when I'm recording this voiceover, I'm already waiting for an adhesive transparent foil to arrive, which is used for books. So this will be no problem anymore. Oh, I wanted to tell you which brush I used. This is the brush what was in the Caran Studio Gouache in Pens set. I've never used it until last week's sketchbook video, and I love it since then for gouache. I don't know why I haven't tried it out yet. Perhaps it looked more like a watercolor brush. I prefer using acrylic brushes for painting with gouache. However, this Caran brush size 8 is fantastic. Just wanted to tell you. I mixed the green out of this nice blue and the lemon yellow, so everything fits together in the end. The shadows I also painted with the peacock blue. As I painted the face, I went through this ugly stage, but it's important to trust your process then and don't give up. Especially I had these ugly stages with gouache paintings, also with acrylic sometimes. This video is a bit shorter today. It has been a very busy week, and on the weekend a good friend comes over to visit me. We will go on a big art exhibition, which is only once a year, and there is also, it's called the Long Night of Culture in my hometown, and our studio community house will be opened then. so it will be a very artsy weekend. But I really wanted to make a video for you this week, so I took you with me on the process of creating a present for a friend. Perhaps it inspires you for making nice things like this by yourself too, for presents or for yourself. I love all these little creative projects. And Christmas is coming. I know it still feels far away, but there are already Lebkuchen and Christmas sweets to buy in our supermarket. What is crazy, in September? I think this happens a bit earlier every year. How are your experiences? There are 3 planned videos for the next weeks. First of all, we are reaching the 3,000 subscribers soon. Yay! And I promised you there will be a special video with a giveaway then. Perhaps you have any questions about me and my art, then write them in the comments. I will answer them in this video then. And of course, next month is October, and there will come a video about Inktober, the preparation, the prompt list, and all about this whole stuff. And there will be another product test video in which I will review a set of new watercolors. This is planned for the upcoming next 3 videos. I don't know yet in which order, so keep your eyes open for it. You could subscribe and click the little bell to not miss my future content if you like. I used a black adding felt marker for the background. It was easier as using gouache with a brush. Because I love to work mixed media, I'm using a lot of different supplies in my artworks, and I can recommend it to try supplies out together. This can expand your perception of what is possible, and often it's very inspiring if I bring supplies together which I didn't try together before. And it's working very good. Possibilities, right? Then I picked a few colored pencils and drew all the highlights and details, also the shadows and crisp lines, everything I'm not patient enough to paint in gouache with a tiny brush. Colored pencils and gouache are so nice together. You could also use crayons or pastels on top. I'm using the colored pencils from Arrtx here and also a polychromo from Faber-Castell. This little project was so much fun. I should paint these sketchbook covers more often again. I hope my friend will like it. So this is almost the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the painting process. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is a great support for my channel. Thank you so much. And a big thank you to all my patrons. You are awesome. Then have an awesome creative week, my friends, and see you next time. Yours, Xonani.